Today, I'm in Greene County, Pennsylvania, at a location known as Rock Massacre Site, the site of one of the most brutal and tragic frontier Arab killings in local history. This isn't just a story of violence, it's a story of loss, fear, survival, and possibly unrest that still lingers more than 2 centuries later. The Crow family lived on more than 600 acres of land here in northern Greene County. The land belonged to Jacob Crow, a German immigrant who arrived in America in 1765 after being sold into servitude to repay the debt of his journey. After earning his freedom, Jacob built a homestead, married, and raised 11 children, 4 boys and 7 girls. On Sunday, May 1st, 1791, 4 sisters, Christina, Susanna, Catherine, and Elizabeth Crow, began the journey home from a sick neighbor's house. About a mile and a half from home, they stopped to rest near a stream. One of their brothers briefly joined them, but continued on ahead, leaving the girls behind. Not long after, they were ambushed. 2 Native American men and 1 white settler named Spicer emerged from behind a large rock, now known as Crow Rock. The girls were questioned about nearby settlements and the local fort. Susanna was struck and resulted in death with a tomahawk. Christina managed to escape despite being struck from behind with a hit of the muzzle of a gun when her attacker returned to finish the others. She ran the entire distance home alone. The next day, the family returned to the site. 2 of the sisters were already dead. The 3rd sister, Elizabeth, was still alive, but mortally wounded. A doctor was called from Wheeling, but her injuries were catastrophic. She perished 3 days later. All 3 sisters were buried together, not far from where the attack took place. Even after more than 2 centuries, their names are still here, carved into the stone that witnessed their final moments. Locals claim the area is haunted, with reports of pounding hoofbeats, shadowy figures in the woods, hair being pulled by unseen forces, and even a full-bodied apparition of an Indian spotted along the road. We're on. Okay, so as discussed in the introduction to the video, there was a very horrific slaughter that happened in this area in May of 1791. This was the rock used by 2 Native Americans and a white individual named Spicer they observed the girls by the stream as they were walking back from the neighbor's house, and this was the rock that they used to conceal themselves to plan their attack on the girls. And once that time came, this rock was a witness to something pretty horrific that happened here a long time ago. I guess, putting it in perspective, I believe George Washington was president of the United States. So that gives you an idea how long ago that this was. So we're going to try to be respectful as we can, but I'm going to set up a recorder on the top of the rock where you see the names of the girls etched into the rock. I'm going to set up a solace device which will measure EMF detection, temperature fluctuations, and vibration. Also set up an ovulus to see if we get any relevant words that come through the system. There's probably a lot of residual energy tied to this rock, so maybe we'll get something, may not, so we'll see. Okay. Okay, recorder's on. I got 11 a.m. on Sunday, March 15th. wrist recorder is activated. And I'll go ahead and set up the solace to see if we get anything at all. Brought a spirit box too. Try that later. And in 1791, and you see this. What the hell's this? There's a recorder on top of the rock. So if you want to talk into it, we'll be able to hear you when we play it back. If you want to tell us your name, if you were here or witnessed or tragically killed during the Rock Massacre in 1791. If you talk into that device, I'll be able to hear you. Is any of the four sisters here that want to communicate to us? Is Christina here? What about Susanna? Is there a Catherine? Or Elizabeth Crow? If either one of you or all four are here, if you'd like to talk to me, you can interact by talking to that recorder. If you want to touch that device right there, it'll go off. It'll make a beeping sound. I'll know you're here. Or if you want to talk into that, talking to the ovulus, I might be able to hear you. Okay. All right, I guess we'll turn the sucker on, see if we get anything. Okay, we're live with the SLS. My name's Ronnie. Is there anybody here that would like to talk to me? This is my friend Steve behind the camera. Do you want to talk to us? Are any of the Crow sisters here with us today? Something. Who was the sister that survived the attack here? The one that made it back home and told the story of what happened? How many attackers were there? What type of weapon was used to attack the girls? Can you give me any of the names of the sisters, the Crow sisters that were here that day in 1791? Like a woman came through, but I couldn't tell what it was. I heard somebody, but I couldn't tell what you had said.
When they speak in German, they were German descent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Jacob, the dad, Jacob, was, I guess, to pay off his servitude when he got over here to the Americas. Or any of the sisters here that want to talk to me? Are you at peace? What was the... Is a Christina? Is Christina here? How many forts were in the area at the time? Is there a Catherine here? Susanna or Elizabeth? Is there a Spicer here? Spicer, why did you attack the Crow sister so violently? What were the name of the 2 Indians that helped you on the massacre? Let me try a sweep reverse. What was the Native American tribe the 2 Indians were from? What is the name of the farm that the family came from? What is it?
The old couple that were going to visit.
Yeah. Who's the sister that got killed by the tomahawk? Couldn't tell what that was. Are you mad that we're here? Do you want us to leave? The EMF spike, 11:29 a.m. EMF spike. Did you make that? Did you make that device go off? If you touch it again, it'll go off. Can you touch it? And then we'll be able to talk to you that way if you want. So it said no. I thought it said no. Something came through, it said no. Would you rather talk to me using the radio? Or are you the one that set off the device? Or I'll stand back if you want to get near it. Trust me, it won't hurt you. Yeah. I come in peace. Yeah. So I thought so. But I'm not here to disrespect you whatsoever. I just want to document to see if there is any energy that still lingers here. Because it was a tragic event.
I almost wondered they found their bodies up here on this rock. I know they hid behind this rock. One of them.
My understanding was the guys hid behind the rock. They
Hid behind this rock.
Yeah.
And then attacked them down
They were at the stream, the girls.
there. Yeah.
And they came around the rock, I guess, and attacked them. Why did you feel the need to attack 4 innocent women who were helping a sick neighbor?
I was trying to figure it out. So they hid behind this rock.
That's my understanding.
And they observed the girls walking up this road.
Yes. Now, I don't know. I've heard reports that this rock was closer down the creek, and it was moved up here. So I don't know if that's true or not. That's one the locals had claimed.
This looks like a mound of dirt, like they placed that rock
Right.
on this mound of dirt.
So my understanding, the rock was closer. Wow, closer down the road.
Yeah.
And that's why they moved it up here, I guess. Can you tell me which name's the sister that I'm touching on the rock? What's the name of the sister here? Looks like, yeah, 1791 right here. Looks like Tina. Elizabeth. Looks like Tina. Looks like Tina. What country did Jacob come from? The dad. Can you say my name? Do you know what my name is? Do you know what his name is, holding the camera?
Just saying, most deceased women have the hearts for me. Say something German.
Got an idea. name of sister that got away from the attackers? Do it in English and then German.
Name of sister that got away from the attackers? Wie heißt die Schwester, die den Angreifern entkommen konnte?
It repeated the whole thing, didn't it?
Wie heißt die Schwester, die den Angreifern entkommen konnte?
Do it in English and then German.
Name of sister that got away from the attackers? Wie heißt die Schwester, die den Angreifern entkommen konnte? Wie heißt die Schwester, die den Angreifern entkommen konnte?
Any one of the sisters here with us?
Any one of the sisters here with us? Ist eine der Schwestern hier bei uns? Ist eine der Schwestern hier bei uns?
Because he said the one guy was Spicer, so they've had to, maybe she described to him to one of the locals and they knew the name. I don't. I don't. Because he said the one guy was Spicer, so they've had to, maybe she described to him to one of the locals and they knew the name. I don't. I'm just wondering if it was how many years ago, maybe there was a mudslide on the rock over time. That's why it was down here. You probably didn't have all these trees here too at the time. I don't.
Probably not.
Some of them maybe, but that one looks kind of old. Like that one, that's a pretty massive tree right there.
That one would probably hear. That's a
Yeah.
young sapling.
Yeah. All these little shorter trees, no.
Well, I guess for the sake of the investigation, we'll cut it down and count the rings.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see if I can get Steve to come with me to the next hunt.
Trying to draw me back in.
Yeah. So that's where the rock is at today, but it, I've seen other videos where the locals have said that the rock was actually relocated from the original position to where it's at today.
This is where we believe it might have came from.
I mean, that makes sense.